Number 5. Paranormal Nightmare. On the 28th of October 2025, a scary paranormal video was uploaded on this dude's account, who was faced with a situation so terrifying he had no choice but to accept that he was in the middle of a haunting. He was having a relaxing evening spent on the sofa when he heard something strange going on in the next room. So he picked up his phone and started recording in case he missed anything, which is how he caught this creepy footage. Not only does the bottle fling itself off the table, but when Tristan turns around to investigate the noise, he realized he was being watched. Look closely at the doorway on the left-hand wall. A shadow retreats back into the corridor just as an orb shoots past. It's subtle, but it's there. The creepy thing here is that there's nowhere for someone to hide and manually make the bottle fall. And there's also nowhere for someone to stand and create the shadow orb without being seen. All of the activity didn't start here though, because Tristan had posted a video the day before, explaining that he had actually been documenting something sinister inside his home for a while. He had taken several months off of posting content, hoping that would mean the spirit would calm down and leave him be. But that obviously didn't happen. He says in the description that the activity he experiences is never necessarily aggressive or evil feeling, but with how consistent the small events became, it all got a bit too disturbing for him, which is understandable. But what the hell is causing it? Could there be some kind of unspoken history surrounding the house he lives in that he needs to uncover? Or is there another explanation for all of this? Leave any theories down in the comments below. Number 4. Mystery Box. The guy behind the Kubukoi TikTok account resells items he finds at different garage sales online. It's a solid business model, but digging through antiques ranging in age and experience comes with its risks. And in August 2024, he was faced with the worst ones. While driving down the road, he noticed a random yard sale going on, so he pulled over and had a look. Nothing really caught his eye, aside from a random cardboard box filled with objects priced at $5. He took it home, opened it, and moved to put it all up for sale. But he noticed something off with a box of tricks.
Dude, I swear this box just fucking moved on its own. Should we test it again? Oh, shit.
He tried to shrug it off as some crazy physics he didn't understand. But as the days went by, the box didn't sell, and he had to spend more time with it. Which is when he noticed that ever since he brought it home, weird stuff had been happening. He managed to catch this footage after hearing something happening in another room.
The water in the bathroom turn on by itself. This is the first time something's happened outside my room. So, if you're in here, can you move the curtain again? Do you want me to leave?
Did you hear that? Let's enhance the audio for you. Not quite sure what that disembodied voice said, but some commenters heard, "I'm in here." Alongside the weird voice, the curtain twitching and the tap being on randomly without anyone else being in the house are enough to flag alarm bells. He left it for another few days, hoping it would all blow over. So he placed the box and the doll inside his closet, trying to ignore it. But as you probably guessed, it only got worse from there.
So it just started knocking in the closet again. And actually the doll has moved since yesterday because it was in the corner, like kind of on its back looking upwards, and now it's upright, so that's kind of scary. See if it'll knock anymore. Or it'll just move the shirt in the closet. Hey, if you can hear me, just move it again. Alright. And we can actually just go check it out. Because there's no one in here. It's not really Just kind of cluttered, so yesterday was over here.
Commenters mentioned that him continuously engaging with the entity was making it stronger. And that checks out, because how the hell is it moving a clothes hanger along the pole? Could it be the doll? He kept her in the closet, hoping he could just continue to ignore it. But the activity in his room started getting even more aggressive.
So I'm chilling here, and the doll started moving a lot. Something over here on my desk, I don't know what it was, my headset or something moved. This water bottle moved. So I'm kind of just waiting because it's actually a lot more at once than usual. If you can hear me move something again. Anything. Just move something again.
It's no longer coming from the closet, but spreading throughout his room like wildfire. At this point, he was considering contacting the person who ran the yard sale he got the $5 mystery box from to see if they had any information about its contents. But instead of going down that route, he decided to take some advice from his commenters. Unfortunately, the advice in question was to use a Ouija board with the doll to obtain some information that way. As you can probably guess, it went absolutely terribly.
So someone suggested I try using one of these boards to try and see if it'll say anything. I'm not going to touch the little plastic piece because obviously then it would look weird if it moved. So I'm just going to ask it questions and see if it moves the thing at all. Do you have a name? What is your name? You have to move the little plastic piece to reveal letters and spell something. It just moved. All right, I'm done.
He threw in the towel pretty quickly after the planchette moved. You aren't really able to conduct a Ouija session without physically touching the planchette, so God knows how he managed to make any contact. Unless the doll is just that haunted that it was able to override all paranormal rules in one go. Has he just made this whole ordeal 10 times worse by using the board? Or do you have any other ideas? Let us know.
In the closet again.
Number 3. Unlikely roommates. Misty Huron's problem started the moment she put a VTech baby monitor in her kid's bedroom. On the 14th of October, 2025, the monitor kept her up until stupid o'clock, playing random frequencies and music. She even posted a video asking if the monitors are known to glitch. She tried to shake it off, but in the morning, her 5-year-old tells her he was also up all night, plagued by nightmares. Any doubt this is just a glitch vanishes a few hours later when she and her eldest child are in the kitchen and watch a blender fly across the room right in front of them. Now that the activity has her full attention, Misty starts noticing something 10 times more sinister outside the house.
Insane coincidences. So I'm inside folding a load of laundry and the loudest sound comes from the back of the living room. It's like boom, 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 boom. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I run outside and this is what is all over my yard right now. So I have no idea what this means. I'm sure something just spooked them, but it's just another one of those really weird coincidences given everything that's going on. Like, what the fuck? I also had to call pest control back out here today because I woke up this morning. There were ants crawling everywhere, all over the floor, all over the counters, up the wall. I don't know.
As the birds pile up, she kept trying to convince herself that there was a perfectly normal reason it could be happening. But she was already so traumatized by the events that had taken place, she was convinced that she was being haunted by something. She thought there might be a connection between the activity and items her grandmother had gifted her from different thrift stores, but she was unable to clear up any of the mess herself. So she got her parents to come over and deal with it for her, which is when they found something terrifying.
She mentioned the tree and the mirror and anything else that my mom had gifted her that she got from the thrift store.
Okay. Shouldn't be on there anyways like that. Okay, here's the mirror. Close. Now, what about these?
Oh, those are the old school books that my mom got for Avery from the thrift store.
All right, we'll ask her if she wants those out of there.
Okay.
Those books don't look right. Commenters wanted to get a closer look, so Misty made this video showing one of the books in more detail.
So these are the books that we found yesterday in Avery's closet. My grandma had given them to me a while back when we talked about building a bookshelf for her room. I didn't think much of it until I opened it and saw this. It's dated 1882. The writing is actually very well intact still, despite the pages being kind of yellowed and brittle now. There's some pencil markings and different notes written throughout, so I don't know if these have gone through multiple people, but according to my grandma, they were actual school books that were used back then. This particular one is an English grammar book. So while these books are creepy given the scenario, it's kind of crazy to think that they're so old and held on so long. I'm not quite sure what this note says at the beginning of the book.
There's nothing obviously sinister about these old books at first glance, but after Misty started paying more attention to them, the activity got stronger. This is what she saw on the baby monitor a few nights later.
Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. So I've been recording the baby monitor anytime the sound or the motion detection goes off so that I can show my husband because he's on the road and I wanted to send him all this crazy shit that's been going on. Watch this video and tell me what you see. I literally ran up there so fast. There's nothing in her room. I brought her downstairs. This motion and sound detectors are still going on. I'm freaking out right now.
At the top of the ladder in the right corner is a shadow bobbing in and out of the frame, almost as if someone or something was on the bunk bed, peering over at the baby's crib. Misty began avoiding that room like the plague, but after comments begged her to do a full walkthrough of it, she gave in and went back in, which is how she caught this footage.
Okay, a lot of y'all were asking about the room situation, so I'm gonna run that through real quick. We moved my daughter from this room into this room. She got new furniture. That's why the bunk bed is still in there. Then we moved the baby from my office, which used to be her bedroom, now it's my office again, up into this room. So this is the attic that's in between the rooms that I was talking about that's cracked. It's been that way for a while, so it's not something that I'm overly concerned about, but y'all have got me freaking out in the comments. I cannot even breathe walking in this room because I am truly terrified, but I'm gonna walk y'all in here real quick. This is the bunk bed. This is where I took her out of her crib, ran up the bunk bed. There was nothing up there when I came. We have her rocking chair, her changing station, her closet with all of the stuff that we still need to put up. This is where I have everything that was gifted. I know a lot of y'all were saying check stuff that came from a thrift store or that wasn't yours because it might be causing it. I will show you guys up here. There's nothing suspicious. There's no hair from like a rat or something that could have came in. This is marker. These are still tucked in on the sides, like they're still tight from, you know, if somebody was trying to be underneath the blankets. I don't think that's plausible. So I don't know. I have no idea what could be causing it. Oh my God, it's rocking. Fuck.
Something rocked the ladder at the end. Did you see it?
Still have no idea what happened or what that was. I left the house today. My son had a football game and my mother-in-law was here.
A pure black shadow bobbing forwards and backwards. But what could it be? Fearing that it could be some kind of entity after her child, she and her husband quickly moved the baby out of the room and into a different one. Misty tried to research the house and the land, finding nothing of any note at all. No ancient burial grounds or urban legends to be seen in the house's history, and it's only a 23-year-old build, so she's still totally in the dark. Which is why she and her husband decided to step their investigations up a notch by buying and installing cameras all around the house. They hope this will give them the surveillance they need to catch proper footage of whatever is haunting their home. So stay tuned to her TikTok page at Chaos with Misty to see what happens next. Number 2. Shut Out. Kyra Ashley was working on her own one night with her business partner off elsewhere, which is when she noticed something weird happening. She was able to whip out her camera quickly to take a video, which left everyone unsettled and terrified.
When I get to right about here, that door just closes on me. Just barely misses me. All the way closed. Rude. Hey! No. Why is it going so slow now? It's still closing. I asked you not to. I said that would hurt me. It doesn't count just because you're doing it slow. That's still closing it on me. You could hurt a dog. Okay. Thank you for leaving it open a little bit.
According to Kyra, there's nothing up with the floor being uneven, as there is a thick rubber plant underneath the floor. People were still not convinced this was paranormal, saying it could be anything. But Kyra posted this video showing that the door normally stays open without any problems. A similar situation took place in another workplace. This video was posted on Reddit. Captured in a warehouse built in the 1960s, this worker found something on the CCTV that sent shivers down their spine. A shadow materializes subtly against the back wall before the door drifts shut by itself. What could have caused it? Is there something no one has considered about these videos that could explain them, or is this the work of the paranormal? Leave your theories down below. Number 1. Sleep tight. This family was hoping they could finally get a good night's rest after months of torment. They've been plagued by what they believe to be the spirit of the previous owner, so of course they had to install a CCTV camera to confirm they're not just going crazy. This is what they finally managed to capture one night. After the mother managed to get everyone back to sleep, everything started getting even creepier. It's a lot of commotion for such a small room. It's surprising that the kids stayed asleep through all of it. But it didn't stop there. The activity began creeping slowly towards the bed, culminating in this. Was it playing with the teddy bear or trying to possess it? Frankly, it doesn't matter. What's terrifying is the progression. It starts with a wardrobe door moving by itself. It ends with things moving on the bed pretty close to her boys. The mother was able to intervene this time, but the truly chilling thought isn't if it will come back. It's that the entity is already showing it's not afraid to get closer.
Hand-like shape that forms out of the darkness, and that quiet, physical touch is exactly what the look at the glass on the cabinet. Everything in the room has a reflection, except for the figure. It's a solid, dark shape with the toy moving isn't a haunting, it's an invitation. But when that invitation is ignored, the playful energy turns into a violent